My dear sisters and brothers in Christ, it's a wonderful opportunity always to speak with you and to greet you. This is an opportunity in particular now to speak to you about what you've read in the news about the synod that has been called by our Holy Father, Pope Francis. It is a synod to encourage communion, participation, and mission. What does that mean? Communion, participation, and mission. It's really grounded in the call of Jesus to his first disciples. Come, follow me. This invitation now is offered to all of us in the community of faith and even beyond our own particular dioceses, parishes, and to all our sisters and brothers in God's family. The Synod is a time to accompany one another in following Jesus, to come to understand more deeply how much God loves us, a love which was so great that he sent his own Son into the world that we might be saved, a love that causes us to reach out in service to all our sisters and brothers in need, to realize that none of us is an island unto himself or herself. We all need the help of one another. We've seen that during this time of the pandemic, how much we were benefited by those in so many different service occupations, first responders, doctors, nurses, but even wonderful neighbors who looked in upon the sick in their neighborhoods and those in need of care. We are a family with God as our Father, and the Synod process is the journey of a family, trying to better understand what is the foundation upon which our church has been built with Jesus Christ its cornerstone. We know that some no longer practice their faith. We want to reach out to them. We want to understand why they may have departed. We want to know how we can encourage them to return to the home of their Father. The Synod process takes place on three levels: in the local communities, the local dioceses, then throughout the whole United States, a continental process, and then finally the information gathered on these different fora will be sent to Rome in preparation for the Synod on Synodality in the year 2023 in the fall. Here in our diocese, our Office of Pastoral Services, under the direction of Mr. Bernard Guizard, so ably assisted by Dr. Shannon Kilbridge, will be providing the faithful, all of you, with the manner in which you can participate, whether online or in person, through your local parish or perhaps at other gatherings. On our website, you will be able to view these different possibilities as we ourselves receive more information and updates from the Holy See. I'm deeply grateful to Dr. Kilbridge and Mr. Guizard for undertaking this work of the Lord. Also, they have assembled a team that has come together to assist them so that we can reach out to all peoples in their different situations, occupations, and vocations. The Synod actually, and the preparations for the Synod, are happening at the same time that we are entering into a Eucharistic revival throughout the whole United States. It is an opportunity to rediscover the very person of Jesus, body, blood, soul, and divinity in the most holy Eucharist, to discover the one who journeys with us, the one who is the way, the truth, and the life, who actually sets the path and the destination for where this journey is intended to end, incorporation into Christ Jesus. This, I hope, the Synod process, the Eucharistic revival, will be a true opportunity to reinvigorate, to restore, and to build up the body of Christ in our diocese in cooperation with the Universal Church and certainly in unity with our Holy Father and my brother bishops throughout the whole world. May God bless us in this endeavor. May the Lord truly help us to see his face, to look upon him in the Eucharist, and as St. Augustine tells us, to become the one we receive, and to reach out to others to join us in celebration of the new life given to us by Christ Jesus.